My last midweek storyline that I want to talk to you guys about is the American League East. Oh, baby, is the AL East incredible. My prediction to win the World Series: the Toronto Blue Jays, the New York Yankees, the Boston Red Sox, the Tampa Bay Rays. This AL East that we knew coming into the year was going to be a good division, it's great. And every time those teams take the field, we're getting good baseball. The Yankees open up the year by playing the Boston Red Sox. They beat them. Then, my World Series prediction: the Toronto Blue Jays go into Yankee Stadium. They take 2 of 3, and it comes down to the final game, the final inning. And then those are the teams you talk about: the New York Yankees, the Boston Red Sox, the Toronto Blue Jays. We do this every year, and I'm tired of it. I'm not going to do it anymore. The Tampa Bay Rays are for real. They deserve to be talked about no matter the team that they have on paper. You look up, and everybody wants to talk about the New York Yankees and the Boston Red Sox. You look up at the end of the day, and the Tampa Bay Rays are right there in first place. And if not there, they're right around it. This AL East is incredible. I want to talk about the Toronto Blue Jays, who I said are my prediction to win the World Series. What they did by going in to Yankee Stadium and winning on the biggest stage, and I don't care what you have to say, Yankee Stadium is the biggest stage in baseball. It just is. The Yankees are the Yankees. Whether you love them or you hate them, the New York Yankees will forever be the most talked about team, the most loved team, the most hated team, and playing at Yankee Stadium will forever mean more. The Blue Jays, who are young, who I believe in are for real, go into Yankee Stadium and take a big series. It's the beginning of the year. I hear you. But spare me it's just the second series in the year. What does it matter? Oh, it matters. It matters for this Blue Jays team. Every time you can go in there and win, it matters. It builds confidence. Vladimir Guerrero Jr., I'm wearing his shirt right now. I had to wear his shirt today. If ever there was a day to do it, it's today. 4 for 4 yesterday. 3 bombs. The dude gets his hand stepped on at first base. He had hit a home run early in the game. He gets his hand stepped on. He's like gushing blood, like legitimately gushing blood. What does he do? He stays in and hits 2 more home runs. He hit 3 bombs yesterday and a double. This team is for real. They can pitch. They shut out the Yankees at home. The first game of the series. The bullpen is phenomenal. The back end, Jordan Romano, is great. I believe in the Toronto Blue Jays, as you guys know by my prediction, but even more so right now.
I know you believe in the Blue Jays, but I know there's also something that really scares you about this team moving forward, though, too.
Yeah, absolutely. One, it's the back end of the rotation. What can you get? What can you get from them? That scares me. And you look to start the year, everybody believed in Jose Barrios, which I do as well. The first start of the year, it went awful. And then he settled down and had a good game recently. But their rotation needs to be consistent. It has to be. For this team to win, that rotation has to be consistent. And I know that's easy to say, but even more so, because you're going to have the offense. The offense will be there. Vladdy Jr. is, if it wasn't for my friend Shohei Ohtani, he's the MVP of the league last year and very well could be this year. He won't this year because of Shohei, who I've said will go back to back. The offense will be there, but the pitching staff, it needs to show up. It needs to be consistent. That's a big thing for me with this Toronto Blue Jays team. So another team in this division, the New York Yankees. I think we've undervalued the New York Yankees coming into this season. I really do. I think wholeheartedly this team has been undervalued because what we know of the New York Yankees is they will go out in the offseason and they will get the biggest prize possession there is. They will overspend and they will get it done. Well, they haven't been doing that. They didn't this offseason. Who did they want? Well, they wanted Freddie Freeman or Matt Olson or Corey Seager. Mostly They wanted the guy that I just had on the podcast this week, Carlos Correa. They didn't get any of them. So the fans are obviously like, well, we're the New York Yankees. Why aren't we getting people? Let's talk about this Yankees team. You have Aaron Judge. You have Giancarlo Stanton. You have Joey Gallo in the outfield. You have DJ LeMahieu, Gleyber Torres. The names go on. Josh Donaldson's a big piece. Anthony Rizzo. But you have players on this team, and this is what's going to make the New York Yankees frustrating to watch, but exciting to watch as well. They have the ability to get hot and go on an absolute tear because of these big names they have. We saw it last year at the end of the year. Giancarlo Stanton alone is capable of putting the Yankees on his back and making them go on a stretch for the ages. So is Aaron Judge. So is Joey Gallo when he's hot. I know Yankees fans haven't exactly seen it yet, but when Joey Gallo is hot, just hop on his back and let him take you to that next level. That's this New York Yankees team. They're good, and they're going to be really good. It's just going to be kind of frustrating to watch them throughout the year.
So are you trying to tell me, do you think Aaron Judge is still an MVP caliber player right now?
Hands down. Absolutely. He is an MVP type of player. I think he has the potential to win an MVP this year. I think he could be an MVP finalist for sure. Aaron Judge is a star in this game. Aaron Judge is a New York Yankee. The New York Yankees, one, let me say this, pay the man. Pay the man. He's number 99. He's larger than life, physically and just his persona. And he's incredible. He's great. And he has shown over the course of the last year, he was healthy. He played a bunch of games. He played all the games. He's really good. And he is one of those guys as well that can put your team on his back. And when he gets hot, he can carry the team. So, yes, they didn't sign that big prize possession. Maybe they didn't need to. Maybe adding a guy like Anthony Rizzo was what they needed to do. Look at Rizzo so far this year. First 2 games of the year, hits a couple of bombs, hits another one just the other night. He adds a whole new dynamic to this lineup. Yes, you know the big stars are there. You know what they can give you. But if you can get production out of Anthony Rizzo like we've seen so far this year, the New York Yankees will have something to say about the division title in the AL East. They just will. When all is said and done, they're going to be really good. They're going to be frustrating. They might even strike out more than any team in the history of baseball, by the way. But that's just this New York Yankees team right now, and that's how they're going to be.
Totally. But I think one thing we are also forgetting about the AL East, you mentioned at the top, we have to talk a little bit about the Tampa Bay Rays. We have to give this team some love because all they do is consistently win, 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 and they go unheard of the entire year.
Win, 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 no matter what. They should make a song like that.
They should.
The Rays, I'm not going to be the one to do it anymore. I'm not. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of seeing the Rays undervalued. What they are doing is special. They consistently have a payroll at the bottom of the league, and they consistently are one of the best teams in baseball. I will no longer be here and say, well, this roster it's not great. Like, it doesn't compare to the rest of the teams in the division. They don't have those big stars. I'm not doing it anymore. When all is said and done, the Tampa Bay Rays will be up there towards the top of the division because they just do everything better than everybody else. And they have to. They have to get more production from everybody. Because their roster, and they won't sit there and say, yeah, our roster compares with the Yankees, it compares with the Blue Jays. They wouldn't say that. But I've had a couple of Rays on this show. Tyler Glasnow, Brett Phillips, Ryan Yarbrough, who I went to and played college ball with. Every single one of them say the same thing when asked, like, how do you guys do it? This organization just makes believers out of you. And they know how to get the absolute best out of every single player. And that's easy to say. Well, all organizations are trying to do that. They all try, but they're not all doing it. The Rays are so advanced analytically. I've talked to pitchers that have come over to the Rays and they're told, yeah, hey, you've been doing this elsewhere, cut that out, it's not working, we believe you would thrive doing this. Their analytics team is light years beyond everybody else, at least over the course of the last couple of years. I do think teams are starting to catch up, but light years beyond. The Tampa Bay Rays are legit. They will be there. Don't look at the roster. Just look at the team on the field. Thanks for watching. If you love Flippin Bats, swinging 3-0, or just talking ball, join us. Call us at 213-537-9339 with your questions. We have a weekly guest, and we have a lot of fun, so hit that subscribe button.